The topic of today's video is replacing this outlet. Not just the outlet, but the whole box and the whole everything. Because two outlets just don't do it. So we have to replace the conduit because we're going to run a second circuit while we're at it and have two 15 amp lines out here, and that will enable me to A, not only have more outlets, but L, have 30 amps available out here for either running two power washers should that ever have to happen, and or running the patio heater behind me and somebody needs something microwaved at the same time. It's all just stupid shit, but you know, I can, so why not? So we got the power off already. I'm going to take this apart. We got a new piece of conduit, like I said, and we'll put it all back with a non-approved outlet cover and, you know, all that kind of stuff. The good stuff, the way it's supposed to be. So that's easy right there. That outlet is going to be reused because last year I had to replace it. The bottom ground lug was broken first, and thirdly the plugs weren't fitting nice in there. They kind of wanted to fall out, so that outlet was spent. So that's going to be one of the two outlets in the new box. There's nothing wrong with it, it's only a year old. And we're going to leave the existing circuit. Obviously we got to pull it back down through the conduit and put it through the new one and that, but we'll get her done. So there is the circuit breaker panel, and we're going to be adding another breaker which will leave me 3 spots open after it's all said and done. Unfortunately, the existing one is kind of up in the middle and the new circuit's going to be down there. Ideally they'd be together. Yes, you can move all of this stuff, but if you notice the plethora of wire nuts, I had XJoe81X redo this panel to a degree years ago because direct drive washing machines. And what I mean by that is if they are on the same phase with incandescent lights, you can actually see them flicker chunka 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 just a little bit, and that was too annoying. So I said, you gotta change this around. So we swapped all kinds of breakers around and had to make little extensions and shit like that, all perfectly legit, but you know, that way that solved that problem, and now we've kind of created this. And if I was adding 2 breakers we'd be even, but we're adding 1, so that's that. And another just fun bit of trivia, it's a 15 amp existing circuit with 14 gauge wire, 100% legit and correct, that runs out and runs somewhere along here, along over somewhere to an electrical box right there, which is simply a junction box. And in that junction box it joins a 12-2, also perfectly legitimate, but it can only be limited to 15 amps because of that. And that 12 gauge wire is what runs outside to the conduit and up to the outlet like that. So it's going to stay a 15 amp because I don't have any 12-2, and it's just there. That was done because that outlet was originally just wired into the rest of the house willy-nilly, as they did in the 1950s when the house was built, and it kept blowing breakers because there's a lot of other stuff on there. So ran a new circuit, and at the time I guess I had 14-2, and we just made use of the rest of the wire to save time or whatever and put a junction box. So now we have to see if we can get new wire outside from in here or from outside in, or one of those type things. The wire is hanging right there, which obviously will be patched in at the end. One's up and through, and somewhere in this mess, etc. Oh, see, that's the wrong way, but it's gonna have to be. Oh well. Too late now. Runs along here. And over to here, through there, and over to where that electrical box is. In fact, you can see it right there. Runs outside. And pretty much stick the ends on and we're all good. The new box and conduit has been mounted. And now we're going to put in the outlets. And there's the finished box. All done. Nicely mounted. New conduit. The whole 9 yards. Wrong box. Wrong cover. Damn right. Approved by electric code? Certainly fucking not. I'm not going to have them little doors or the fucking plastic cover or any of that shit. This is my house and I do it the way I want it done. And that's exactly what I have in the basement by the Washington. Again, completely against code because it has to be GFCI. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Okay, we're all wired at the panel. Left side is the original circuit. This has got a red LED. Yep, works. Works. Loose fit. Not as loose. Brand new, works. And works. There we go. 4 outlets. All done. Now I can run all kinds of shit that I don't need to. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like. Make sure you click subscribe. And stay tuned. We got plenty more coming for the 4th of July for 2024. It's been a long day, folks. All right. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.